Hello. There. Okay. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about right there. Hmm. Okay. Uh, suppose I gotta write something. All right, hold on, hold on. I love doing this. This is so much fun for me. If I add screen capture, okay. Yeah, yeah, display. So then I make it like small though. So I don't want it to be blocking everything. It's done in real time, you know. Just put that like I don't know in the corner over there somewhere. Also, I gotta brand this. I gotta brand it, you know. So I'll put that at a place where you can actually see it, kind of see it down there, I guess. All right. Well, you don't see this. Okay, see there. I did this. All right. So I'm writing a blog here. So I have this idea where yeah, do I need more cameras? Do I need another camera to like because the problem is when people get bored, right? They lose they lose attention real quickly. So you got to constantly shift things around. Wake up. Okay. Well, here. I'll just publish this then. Uh, there you go. Let's see. Want to know? Oh well, never mind that. I okay. So I have this idea where I make this canoe paddle and have like Micmac symbols on it. Then I put that canoe paddle in a package. Now, originally, the idea for that was to it's like graphic design, you know? In graphic design school, we actually did packaging. So I like that. There's like a reflection of the screen in my eye. So anyways, in graphic design school. Wake up. Pay attention. In graphic design school, we actually took apart um packages, you know, and we made our own. So I really like that idea, you know. So I was thinking about different ideas when it came to this here canoe paddle. Like, how am I going to package that? That kind of here. How am I going to package that, right? So I want it to stay on brand because if you're going to do any kind of graphic design or any kind of advertising, or whatever, you got to stay on brand. So what's my brand? I hand make my own artwork. The canoe paddle I made myself. The the pigments for the canoe paddle I made myself. So I thought, okay, I can't purchase a box. All right. So I might as well make one. And that's right where the idea came from. I was like, okay, well, a crate. Because I literally wanted to transport the artwork from point A to point B. The artwork was only going to be the canoe paddle. But then when I started painting fragile on the crate, I'm like, hold on a second here. I'm saying something else. You know, there's a bigger message here. So that's where I'm at right now. And like when it comes to like culture and stuff, a boxed up culture, you know. Uh, so how do I write that down? Did I put that in a package? So in like graphic design school, we um, all right, we like filler words. Did you ever watch that episode of Community where Pierce was coaching? God, I watched Community a lot, but I don't remember their names. Was coaching what is her name? Characters on Community. What is her name? Britta, Abed, Shirley. 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 All right. So was coaching Shirley on how to do a presentation. That's a question. He was trying to help her eliminate filler words like um um and anyways. Oh, I'm I'm all over the place. So what I got so far, working on an art idea. So I have this idea where I make this canoe paddle and I have Micmac symbols on it. Then I put the canoe paddle in a package. In graphic design school, we like uh all right. Okay, so where was I? Uh in graphic design school, we took apart packages in order to reverse engineer them. I wanted to protect the art I made. I wanted to protect the art I made. That was my first goal. See, because, like, okay, I bring it to the gallery. I bring the artwork to the gallery, and the purchaser holds it in their hands and transports it themselves. It seems irresponsible to me, for me, to let their investment be damaged like that. Also, it feels low end. If art is a high end product, shouldn't we treat it like that? So I was thinking of Apple as the company, and the care they take in order to uh, hand it over to the customer. So the other thing too is, okay, like when you purchase an iPhone, a brand new iPhone from the store, there's a lot of thought that goes into the designing of that package. And like, so the cover first is wrapped in some sort of cellophane, which has a history in and of itself with what's that evil company called? DuPont, you know? So anyways, it's probably wrapped up in some sort of cellophane to keep it fresh. Anyways, then this box, it slides open. Okay, what is that? What is that whole idea of it's like the preciseness. What is that anyways? What is that feeling that Apple is trying to convey in their packaging? All right, Apple's packaging is designed to convey a feeling of premium luxury, anticipation, and simplicity. It's meticulously engineered to make the unboxing process feel like a ritual or theater. Yeah, and that's exactly what I got from it. It was like a ritual, transforming a functional action into a memorable high-end experience. Um, there's a sense of anticipation and suspense, controlled friction. The box lid does not slide off easily. It is designed with a tight fit that creates a vacuum, causing the lid to lift slowly. This controlled friction is a patent protected technique that makes the user pause, slowing down the reveal and increasing the excitement. Anticipation reward. So now, okay, look, I'm showing you what's inside this package. Uh, but it's basically almost the same idea if it was sealed. You don't know what the hell's inside of it, right? Especially if where's my if I actually drill down the 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 screws and everything. Be like, what's in it? What's in it? There's a sense of anticipation. It's not as well engineered as an Apple product, but it's there. I don't know what I do with my drill. But the goal wasn't so much the anticipation though. The goal wasn't so much the anticipation, but the other thing too. Okay, like the other idea with a crate is if you're an adventurer going back in the past, some sort of nostalgic idea. If you're an adventurer and you encounter things in trade, you're going to a long time ago package that stuff into a shipping container, something that could withstand the ship, the rocking and the moving of the ship, and so it's kind of like that idea. There's a sense of nostalgia I was kind of thinking of, even though we don't have a personal memory of, because like okay, if I'm the indigenous person actually making the canoe paddle, I am not the end user of this artifact. The end user is going to be some sort of consumer. So they are like in an art gallery discovering some ancient indigenous artifact, and it's going to be presented as such. Oh, what am I doing? I don't know. Anyways, that's kind of like the idea I was kind of going for. But then, all right, then the idea evolved. And what if the package is the art itself? Now, that brings to mind Andy Warhol because he did the Brillo packaging, right? So I was thinking of the Apple company and the care they take in order to hand it over to the customer. But those packages are carefully designed to emote a specific emotion. I don't know if that's I don't know if that's proper grammar, but whatever. So I realized that I kind of wanted to do the same thing. Apple wanted the end user to feel anticipation and go through a type of ritual, the unboxing ritual. What makes a ritual a ritual? A ritual is defined by a structured, repeated sequence of symbolic actions, such as gestures, words, or ceremonies. They are set apart from daily routines, so create a special meaning. Okay, but can a ritual um what do I want to say? Can a ritual activate can a ritual what is that called? Where it's your subconsciously activate a archetype. A ritual can subconsciously activate an archetype. Rituals are designed to use symbolic acts, gestures, and sensory experiences to bridge the gap between the conscious mind and the deep subconscious structures of the collector's unconscious. All right. So now, if a ritual is done correctly and through its repetitive motions, if a ritual is done correctly and through its repetitive motions, it can potentially activate an archetype. All right. I thought I published this already. Um, what was I getting at? What archetype am I accessing when we can see a wooden crate and we unbox a wooden crate? All right. If a ritual can stimulate and activate an archetype, what archetype am I activating if I create a wooden shipping crate and have someone open it? Uh, uh, there is none. There is no answer to this. So I'm thinking what I'm activating here is the colonizer, the traveler, the explorer. The explorer. I think I'm activating the explorer within people. that person that wants to go out and experience the world, you know, who faces the unknown and finds treasures. I think that's the archetype I'm trying to activate here. Does that make sense? So what archetype am I attempting that seeing a wooden crate and opening it to reveal abstract symbols on a, what is that called? A utilitarian, or on a tool, activates that um, explorer within all of us. That explorer archetype that braves the unknown and collects treasures from other cultures in order to celebrate them. There is a shadow archetype to the explorer. I should probably write, however, there is a shadow archetype to explorer. The colonizer, the explorer turned conqueror. Who sees other lands and peoples to not only like discover different peoples, but also feel superior to them. Superior to them. By taking their lands, taking their culture, pillaging rather than celebrate. It's not a good how do you write celebrate? How do you spell celebrate? Celebrate like that? No. I thought it was CLE. Celebrate. Celebrate like that? Nope. How do you spell celebrate? Celebrate. Well, then how was I writing it differently? How was I writing it wrong before? There's no E there. That's how I thought I wrote it the first time. Taking the call it pillaging rather than celebrate. Is that deep? That might be deep. I don't know. It's cold in here. I gotta go someplace, you know? I gotta go get water. I'm out of water. Ah. Average view duration 21 minutes and 37 seconds. That's a lot of seconds and stuff. By one person. One. Well, one's better than none. Okay, I think that's it. That's it. I'm done. End the stream. End.